morning. Welcome to Repose. Today we're going to start with a gentle, easy class to just waken the body. A few things that you can do right before getting out of bed. If you're at home, if you're in a chair, you can do most of today's practice from a chair seated. So we're just going to start every yoga class with focusing in on our breath, sitting down, letting the hands rest on the knees, soften the eyes. Just notice where your body is right now, in this moment today. Find a place of stillness. Clear the mind of all worries. If a thought comes by, envision it like a cloud. Just notice it. Don't give too much energy to it. Just let it pass by. Maybe you just start to envision behind those closed eyelids, beautiful blue sky. Maybe you're outside like I am, and that's not so far from you. It's easy to envision. Replace any worries, any fears, any insecurities. Replace them with joy. Bring a smile to your face, even if we have to force the smile. Sometimes we have to force the smile. It releases endorphins into the brain. It tells the body to relax. Start to deepen that breath in, really lengthen the spine, fill the lungs. Let it out through the nose slowly if you can. Continue to find that nice deep breath in and out through the nose. On the inhale, you should really feel the chest lift and swell, the belly starts to expand. This type of breathing we tend to lose as we get older, we get busier, we take shorter breaths. And on the exhale, we really want to squeeze it all out. So really pulling that belly in, pushing that last bit of breath out. And then deeply bringing it back in. Sometimes putting a hand on the chest or the belly can help us connect with that breath. And if this is all you do this morning, then you're doing yoga. This is the hardest part for people. We can talk about all the different levels of physical fitness, but we have to first bring that breath into that place, and then we have to have the mindset that I can do this. I am worth it. And whatever past issues I've had, any past failures, any other times I've given up, that it doesn't define what I can do today, tomorrow, or in my future. Allow that breath to be a little bit noisy, like you're fogging up a mirror through the nose. And anytime you find the mind distracted, come back to listening to that sound, listening to that breath. And when you're ready, release the arms down to the side. Start to stretch those arms out to the sides like a T, really spreading the fingers here, opening up, pulling opposite directions, forcing those palms open. Feel pressure as you pull the fingers back and press the palms forward. Find strength in just keeping those arms up at shoulder height. You might even have to physically look and check in. Are my arms there? Am I letting them fall? Am I letting the elbows be soft and then forcing them back up? And then from here, start to bring those arms forward. Deep breath in. And then exhale, bringing the hands together out in front. Same thing, really pulling away. Allow those shoulders to come forward. Settle into it, keeping the arms at shoulder height. A few breaths here. Start to pull forward, push the back out, and bring the chin down. Tuck the head in. Inhale, start to look up again, bending at the elbows. Start to bring those elbows together. The shoulders are getting tired already. Just take a moment, bring them down to the side. Maybe do a nice big rotation, and then meet us back here. We're going to really press the palms together. Press each individual finger into the opposite finger here. Press the elbows and the forearms together. Really engage. 3, 2, and 1. Start to rest the elbows down. Let the forearms separate. Bring the hands to heart center. Relax the shoulders. Find that breath if you've lost it. That nice deep inhale and exhale through the nose. Encourage the shoulders and the arms to press down towards the earth as you relax them down. Lengthen through the spine and neck. If you are actively participating at home, it looks like we're not doing much if you're just watching, but you can really feel each motion. Release the hands down to the side again. Inhale, raise those arms overhead. Really lift from the rib cage here. Take the belly up with you. Inhale, fill the lungs. Maybe even a little bit of a back bend as you look up. And exhale, come to a neutral head and spine looking forward. Hands come together. And if you're able to, bring those hands behind the head, keeping the head straight where it is. Maybe the hands can only come to the top of the head today, and that's all right. Otherwise, really try to get those elbows up. Bring that hand behind the head if we're able to go further. I'll turn a little bit to the side. The idea here is that we're opening those elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades together, allowing that head to tilt up. The chin is lifted, not tucked in here. And again, I'll say it one more time. It's okay if we can't go that far, wherever the hands can go. However high those shoulders can reach. And if we really have limited mobility in the shoulders or arms, you might just bring those hands to the shoulders and lift up as much as you can. The trick here is to not lose the breath. Let the breath be the main focus, not how far you can go into the physical posture, but keeping that deep breath. Just by breathing deeply, we're working these abdominals, the diaphragm, we're filling the lungs, we're encouraging the body to fight disease. The nose is made for breathing in and out, not the mouth. The nose is where we cleanse the breath, cleanse the air, and control the rate of release, which controls our heart rate. Inhale, bring those arms back up overhead. Exhale, bringing them down to the heart center. If you are sitting cross-legged like I am, we're going to switch sides. If you're sitting in a chair, you're fine, just leaving the legs neutral where they're at. So if you're sitting on the ground, start to bring the feet out in front. Just stretch them for a moment, flex those toes. If you're sitting in a chair, you can still start to bring the feet out a little bit, stretching those toes back towards the body, maybe even one at a time. If you need them for balance, you can alternate one foot here and one foot there. And then bring the arms overhead. Again, if we're seated, bring the feet back to the floor. And just start to lean over your lap. We're not really pulling here. We're just going to let gravity take control. Allow the hands to come down to the chair or your lap, wherever you can reach. Inhale, peek up just a little bit to lengthen that spine. Exhale, round it in. Start to bring the chin down. We're not forcing this. We're just allowing our body to release tension from the spine. Keep making those nice deep breaths, maybe rising slightly on a nice full inhale and dropping a little bit further with the exhale. Slowly start to rise. We're going to come back to a folded seat for those that are sitting on the ground. Try to fold them in the opposite way of what you were just sitting before. If you can't remember, you usually can feel it once you arrive there. One way is more natural for you. The other way might feel more forced. That's probably the side that you need to sit on. Nice deep inhale, lengthen through the waist. Pull the chest up, shoulders come back. Left hand reaches out to the side. Exhales, we bring the head towards that left shoulder. We're stretching the right side of the neck here. Hand comes to the top of the head. Again, we're not pulling. We're just resting. It adds a little bit of extra weight to stretch that right side neck. And if you're not feeling a big stretch here, you might take that right hand behind the back. This is going to draw the shoulder down, making a bigger stretch through the side of the neck. And you might be able to get that hand onto the side of the waist as a little bit of a hook, a little bit of a pull for you. Just continue to breathe deeply here. The neck is really tight. Allow the mind to tell the body to relax that tension with each breath. Inhale, feel the tension. Exhale, slowly release the tension. Slowly start to release the head. Hand comes down. Neck comes back to the center. If the arm was behind the back, bring it back to your sides and just do some small shoulder rotations to loosen it up, loosen up the neck and shoulders, and then switch the opposite direction. Don't worry about what it looks like. It's just about how it feels to you and your body today. When you're ready, we're going to bring that right arm out to the side, parallel to the shoulders. Focus first on the reach. Inhale, exhale, bring the head down towards that right shoulder. And again, the hand comes to the head. Same thing with the left arm. If we want a deeper stretch in this left side neck, bring the hand behind the back. And maybe we're able to hook it around the side of the body. Not required, but it helps to hold it there. Deep breathing. Great way to awaken all those stiff muscles. This is also a great gentle practice for the end of a long day as well. If you've been very active, you've been on your feet, maybe you've been doing a lot of yard work. We tend to carry a lot of tension right there in the shoulders and neck. And slowly start to release that right hand from the head. Head comes back to neutral. And bring that arm back around if it's not already there. One more time, some small shoulder rotations forward. And then back. We're going to stretch out the side of the body now. So again, if you're sitting in a chair, you can still use this with support of the side of your chair, your seat, your couch. Start with a nice big inhale. Again, lift the chest, really stretch it forward, maybe a little bit of a back bend. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the right side, right hand down to the side. Left arm's going to reach over. Let it fall towards the head. If you're able to look up towards the arm, a little rotation of the neck, then do so. We're really breathing into that left side lung. Notice the expansion of the left side on the inhale. Relax it on the exhale. You might just hold on to the side of your seat here. Maybe you even hold the arm behind you if you're pressing onto a chair. But if you are on the ground, you might be able to come a little bit lower onto the forearm, getting a deeper stretch. Only come down onto that forearm if you're able to really bend to the side. We don't want to start bending forward here. We really are working on opening that left side and breathing into the left lung. One more nice deep inhale. Slow exhale. And then inhale, open that arm up as we come to a neutral back. Exhale, relax it down. Inhale, reach overhead again. Take that rib cage with you. Slight back bend. Exhale slowly, bringing left hand down to the side or to the chair. Right arm starts to reach over, turning the head towards the arm if we're able today. And deciding if we're able to come down further. One more nice deep inhale. Slow exhale through the nose. Squeeze the belly. Inhale, reaching up and over. Bring those hands together at heart center. Relax the hands down. Just make some movement of the shoulders. And now we're going to start to bring the hands back behind us. Just to the side of the seat. Your legs might still be crossed or in the chair. Just start to lift the chest up. Let the head fall back. Let it be really loose here. The goal is that we're pushing the belly forward, lifting the chest and heart, and relaxing the head. Slowly start to rise. I'm going to bring both feet out in front of you. Bring the feet together. Let those knees just fall open. It doesn't have to be very close to the body, but if you would like a deeper stretch through the hip and groin, you might bring those feet a little bit closer. Just let gravity do what they will with the knees. My knees are able to come down fairly far, but that is not true for everyone. If you're in a chair, just try bringing the feet together and letting the knees gently fall onto the chair. Lengthen the spine. A few breaths here. And then we'll slowly start to bend forward, walking those hands. If you're able to reach the feet, if you're seated and you're able to reach the feet, just bring a little bit of pressure, opening the feet up like a book and squeezing throughout the foot and toes. We have a lot of pressure points here. There's nothing that we're particularly triggering. It's just going to allow the body a little bit of release, a little bit of relaxation and blood flow. Lean it in a little bit more if you're able to. We really want to try rotating not from the shoulders and back, but from the pelvis, pushing the hips forward, the bottom comes back, the pelvis tilts, and then we can round in gently, bring the chin in. . Start to rise up. Bring those feet back to a neutral position. If you're on the ground, we're going to bring the feet to the ground and the knees pointed up. I was on a blanket, so I'm going to remove my blanket. And for those that are on the ground, we're going to lie back. If you're seated, just allow yourself to rest on the back of a seat. Start to reach that right foot up, whether it's up to the sky or just off of the floor. I'm going to cross that right ankle over the left knee, gently pressing the knee away from the body or towards the floor. I want to keep that right foot flexed a little bit here. For those of you that are on the ground, we're going to start to bring both legs towards the body, holding onto that bottom leg, pulling it up towards the chest as much as you're able to do. If you're in the chair, you're going to come down towards the knee rather than bringing the knee up to you. You'll just start to fold forward gently. The same thing applies. We want to push the knee gently away, flex into that foot. We're opening up that hip, opening up the pelvis area, finding a little more rotation in our hip today. And start to bring it back down or rise up from the seat if you folded forward. Try lifting that leg up into the air, holding it there. You might use your hands for support. And just rotate the foot and ankle. Just want to find any tightness in the calves, the heels. Try to release that tension, get that blood flowing. And if you are on the ground, able to get the foot in the air, this is really nice to do. If you have a hard time getting up and down from the floor, this is something we can do before getting out of bed or before going to sleep at night. We just really want to get that blood flow towards the heart, towards the body. And if you put a little bend into the knee so that you can reach the legs, just massage the back of the legs, start to bring that blood flow towards the body, releasing some lymphatic fluid, which helps us fight disease. And lengthen again, bring it back down to the mat or the floor. Allow the feet to be about hip width apart. Just going to bring some movement to the knees, a little bit one side and then the other. Call this the windshield wiper. If you're able to go all the way down to the ground, that might feel nice, really twisting into the waist and hips. Do what you're able to do in your body today. Not what you used to be able to do, not what I can do, but what today's body will allow. And we'll meet back in the middle. Knees are out in front. Left leg is going to lift. A little bit of rotation into the foot and ankle. And when you're ready, crossing that left ankle over the right knee. Again, flex into that foot. We want the foot to be slightly back, pressing the knee away. A few breaths here. Don't lose that nice deep breathing. And then either folding in your seat towards the knee or start to bring those legs up towards your chest. Deep breath. In and out through the nose. Squeeze the belly on the exhale. Find that abdominal muscle that we've forgotten about. It's in there. A few more breaths here. And when you're ready, start to release those legs or sit back up in your seat. Bring that left foot back up to the sky or out in front of you, supporting that leg again. Wiggling the toes and ankles, just getting that blood flowing. If you're able to bend at the knee and reach the leg, just giving a little bit of a massage, squeezing, bringing that lymphatic fluid and that blood flow back towards the body. And finally coming to bring that foot back down. If you're on the ground, just start to stretch out. We're going to end in Shavasana, a nice little restful pose. Bring the focus back into that natural breath. Palms are open, feet and knees are relaxed. You might just sit in the seat with your head back and eyes closed. Find joy. Smile. We'll see you next week. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste. Thanks for joining us on Repose with OCTV. I hope you've enjoyed our classes. We'd really love to see you and meet you in person. You're part of our community. You can find us here at Scripter Park. We have one more beach class left, August 26th. That's Friday at 9 a.m. If you want to be filmed with us on OCTV, you can reach out to us on our Facebook page. We do have two. There's our business page, Repose LLC, and then there's the Repose LLC group. That one's for members that are already attending, so just notice those differences. You can also find us on www.reposewellness.fit, F-I-T. That's our website. We hope you'll come out and join us for our last beach class for the summer. If you're looking for private classes, if there's something else you have in mind for your school, for your business, for at home with your friends, you can find our contact information there. Thanks for joining us.